the T10 drone, so it was less than half size of this drone. And this year we have 2 T25 drones.
The Metropolitan Mosquito Control District are using bigger agricultural drones in the battle against the dreaded mosquito.
We did see a lot of perturbed mosquitoes coming out this year.
Using GPS coordinates, the MMCP staff can more effectively target their application of the granular pesticide spinosad.
So we're going to be able to cover a lot more. It helps with sites that are a little too big or a little too dangerous for our technicians to be in, and sites that are a little too small for the helicopter to get a great treatment on.
We always fly this up to 150 feet.
Treating sites like this one near Main Street in Coon Rapids targets mosquito larvae before they become biting insects.
So the idea is we have 3 rounds of pre-hatch lasting 30 days. So all these sites will be treated roughly every 30 days. We'll have treatment through early August.
Can put about 30 to 40 pounds in there.
Over the summer months, the Mosquito Control District will use about 20,000 pounds of pesticide throughout Anoka County, some of it by hand, some by helicopter, and some by drone.
I think it's more fun for our technicians for sure. We get a lot of people applying for our drone technician jobs. It's just different and more exciting to use newer technology nowadays.
Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, May 6th City Council meeting. A product to prolong the life of some city streets will once again be used this summer. On Tuesday night, the City Council awarded the contract for the 2025 Reclamite Maintenance Project. Reclamite is a pink-colored product that is sprayed on the road. A fine aggregate sand is then applied, which blots up excess product so cars can drive on the road once again. Reclamite helps delay more costly and disruptive pavement repairs like a full resurfacing. The week of May 18th through the 24th is National Public Works Week, a time to honor the men and women who plan, build, and manage the infrastructure we count on each day. This year's theme, People, Purpose, Presence, highlights ideals that motivate public works professionals to serve in their communities. The mayor read a proclamation at Tuesday night's meeting and encouraged everyone to attend the Public Works Open House on Saturday, May 17th from 10 a.m. to noon. The city has accepted a $76,000 grant from the Minnesota Board of Water and Soil Resources to beef up street sweeping for the next few years. Currently, all streets in the city are swept 5 times a year. The grant will allow for 2 additional sweeps per year in zones with a high tree canopy and direct connection to impaired waters. And that's a quick recap of the May 6th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel. Meet residents who've done major remodeling projects to the interior of their homes and get inspiration for your own home at an upcoming event. The Coon Rapids Home Remodeling Tour takes place on Sunday, May 18th from noon to 4 p.m. 4 different properties are on this year's tour. Just log on to coonrapidsmn.gov/home tour to see a map of the locations. All the remodeling projects were completed through the city's Home for Generations program, which provides financial incentives, including grant money and a rebate on building permit fees.
High school senior Mary Zins is building a new product she helped design in this engineering class at Blaine High School. The aspiring scientist is taking full advantage of the school's Center for Engineering, Math, and Science.
My team project is building an automated pill bottle opener for people with hand mobility issues.
Zins is an AP Scholar of Distinction and a lifelong resident of Coon Rapids.
I live right on the border of Blaine and Coon Rapids.
Zins' academic work and extracurricular activities at Blaine have not gone unnoticed. Last year, she earned an award at the Minnesota Business Professionals Leadership Conference.
So I got 3rd place in state for the fundamentals of web design, which is HTML and CSS coding.
Out of all the subjects Mary excels in, science by far is her favorite.
Everyone who's like my friend knows that I'm obsessed with biology and also neuroscience.
In mid-April, she learned that she was named as one of only 2 Minnesota students chosen to attend this summer's prestigious National Youth Science Camp.
I'm super thankful for the opportunity, and I'm super excited for everything that it's going to bring me in the future and the whole experience over the summer.
Mary will spend 3 weeks at the science camp up in the eastern mountains of West Virginia with some of the nation's top high school scholars free of charge.
It's going to be a lot of outdoor activities, also with seminars from highly regarded scientific individuals, and just a really holistic experience of all these different aspects of science and technology.
This fall, Mary plans to take her love of science and attend the University of Minnesota. It's another step toward a future in science for this Coon Rapids teen.
I plan on double majoring in neuroscience and human physiology. I want to be a child neurologist in the future.
The Minnesota Department of Agriculture has announced changes to proposed spongy moth management activities in Coon Rapids. Due to budget uncertainties and significant allocation delays at the federal level, the MDA has canceled aerial spraying that was planned for May. Spongy moth is an invasive insect that poses a danger to forests. The caterpillars feed on the leaves of more than 300 species of trees and shrubs, eventually killing them. Spongy moth has been discovered in several areas of Minnesota, including Coon Rapids.
Now the problem is that spongy moth is an invasive species, which means that there are no predators, there's no really diseases that keep the population in check. Most birds and mammals look at a spongy moth and they say, that's gross, I don't want anything to do with that.
Instead of aerial treatment, an emergency quarantine is now in effect in a small area of the city, north of Northdale Boulevard and west of University Avenue. The quarantine limits the movement of certain items out of the designated area to manage and slow the spread of spongy moth. Only a licensed hauler is allowed to remove yard waste and tree debris from the area. The quarantine does not apply to ash trees. For more information, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov/spongymoth. The emergency quarantine is scheduled to be in place through June 15th of 2026.
Welcome, thank you so much for coming.
With shovels in hand, Family Promise in Anoka County broke ground on a new housing project which will help give families experiencing homelessness a place to stay.
The construction will be starting later this spring on our new guest house.
This project marks the second phase of development in Family Promise's campus in Coon Rapids. It's expected to be completed next year. The guest house will have 8 separate apartments in which to house families in dignity.
This new building does that, and what we're excited about is that it comes with the design, the idea that the kids in the program may not even recognize that their family is in a shelter program.
There will be 4 apartments up on the second floor with 2 on the ground floor. They'll also have a laundry room, community room, and a commercial kitchen. Family Promise in Anoka County got over $3 million for the project through a grant from the state of Minnesota.
The Department of Human Services is helping us with a lot of this. We have a contract with them to be able to complete the project, and that covers most of the costs that we have.
The remaining costs for the new guest house will be covered by fundraising efforts from the growing number of volunteers and advocates who showed up to celebrate this major milestone.
Over the next 3 years, we're going to have to be raising another $700,000 or so to finish the project and be able to run the operations of the building over that time.
For more information on Family Promise in Anoka County, go to their website, familypromiseanoka.org.
Buying a home is the biggest financial decision most people will make in their lifetime. That's why it's important to understand all the options available when it comes to loans and programs to assist home buyers.
Our loan originators, we love working with the city of Coon Rapids. Coon Rapids is really focused on helping first-time home buyers in particular with various down payment assistance programs, grant programs.
Founded in 2003, New American Funding, a national independent mortgage lender, offers a wide range of mortgage products, including conventional, FHA, VA, and jumbo loans. The Coon Rapids branch, led by Steve Rice, is also familiar with many state and local housing programs that can help buyers.
And our loan officers look at trying to get to know the home buyer, understand what's their needs, what's important to them, and then help find the right program to fit their needs.
Rice recommends getting fully pre-approved so you know your budget when shopping for a house.
I've been in the business well over 30 years, and I tell everybody, let's get the financing figured out first.
Many people looking to buy or sell have been closely watching mortgage rates in recent months. In January, the average rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage topped 7%, a far cry from record low rates set 4 years ago. The other issue currently facing the housing market is supply.
The biggest challenge we have right now are first-time home buyers. There's lack of inventory. There's not a lot of houses out there.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking for your next home, New American Funding can help you every step of the way.
We're a professional company with a very personal touch.
This year, as part of our park improvement plan, we're doing Burl Oaks Park Playground.
Nestled in a quiet neighborhood in the northeastern corner of Coon Rapids, this old playground in Burl Oaks Park is getting an update.
We did a survey for the neighborhood, which was done through our social media and through a mailing to the neighborhood. We got over 40 responses, and over 90% of the respondents picked the one playground that we'll be installing this year.
This picture of the new playground to be installed in September appeared in the city's recent spring newsletter.
It's kind of an aqua blue with some orange, bright, draw kids to want to climb and be part of that playground and brighten up the park.
The playground will be designed for children from 2 to 12 years of age and will be ADA compliant, built with a mix of wood chips and rubberized surfaces. One example of this material can be found at Lyons Coon Creek Park.
So this playground will include slides, swings, climbing. We'll have some poured-in-place points for getting onto the equipment for ADA accessibility.
The rubber surface material will also be installed in the swing area to improve accessibility for all.
It does have a tall slide similar to one that's at Lyons Park.
The playground here at Lyons Coon Creek Park is 3 times the size of the one to be installed at Burl Oaks Park. The city will spend about $150,000 on the new play structure, and once completed, should last for 20 years. The old playground equipment will be removed in late summer before the installation of the new playground can begin.
Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, April 15th City Council meeting. Work will soon begin on this year's street reconstruction project. On Tuesday night, the City Council awarded a contract for the work to Northwest Asphalt Incorporated in the amount of $5.7 million. Nearly 4 miles of city streets will be reconstructed this summer. The areas impacted include the Oaks of Shenandoah, north of 131st Avenue, the Thousand Oaks neighborhood, south of Main Street and west of Olive Street, and the Thrush Park neighborhood, south of Main Street and west of 121st Avenue. Property owners impacted are being assessed a portion of the reconstruction cost. Several existing trails in the city will see improvements this summer. This week, the City Council awarded a $191,000 contract for the work. The locations include Sunrise Pond Park Trail, Riverview Trail, Al Flynn Park Trail, Sand Creek Trail, Rockslide Park Trails, and City Hall Trails. The existing asphalt trails will be removed and repaved between June and August. Progress continues on design work for a full access interchange at Highway 610 and East River Road. On Tuesday night, the City Council approved an agreement with MnDOT to receive a $1 million grant from the Local Road Improvement Program. The money will be used to complete plans for the project, which should be shovel-ready by the end of this year. The project would add an off-ramp at East River Road for traffic on westbound 610 and an on-ramp for drivers at East River Road who want to head east on 610 towards Blaine. And that's a quick recap of the April 15th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.